Money Talks is sponsored by Astound Broadband, powered by Grande.
Ah, yes, the all-important portfolio rebalance. It's one of the best tools that we have at our disposal and one of the easiest to use. So the question on this all-new Money Talks tonight is, are you taking advantage of it?
In many of our employee 401ks, we are paid in company stock, and that money sits in that account unless we move it. We also have many accounts that invest in different sectors of the economy. While one fund performs well, another could be down. It's our money and it's our investment, so we need to pay attention to it. But how much is the question?
But it's also one of the most important tools that we have as investors. And so the conversation I have is there's the rebalance is important because once, you've got your more aggressive funds, they're going to grow, or investments, they're going to grow a lot faster than your more conservative. And at some point in time, whatever you're allocated, it's going to be off.
Okay, so to avoid being off, as Rojo says, how often would a professional money manager say you need to rebalance?
You always want to at least rebalance once a year is kind of what I tell my clients, once a year when we get together and we talk about how things are going. But that rebalance is key because it's inevitable to hit down times. And when you hit down times, a lot of your portfolio has shifted. That can leave you wide open for a lot of loss. And so the rebalance is very key, albeit small, but it's a very key tool to use when you're investing or saving money for the future.
So what if a fund hasn't stopped going up, or another that you move into might still be trending down?
I mean, it's not like you're losing anything when you rebalance. You're just taking what you've earned and kind of moving it back. Okay, so hey, let's get back in line and putting things back straight. So it's key. I know we've had a tough with 2021 and 2022. It's been tough, but that rebalance would have mitigated some of those losses, and I saw some big ones in my time. So
I prefer to be more hands-on with my account, and if you want to put in more effort, Rojo says that's okay too.
Once a quarter, sometimes it's really good, just depending on the economic environment. You may want to look at it once a quarter. But I think at least once a year, if you're just kind of one of those, hey, set it, forget it, just, money's going in, at least take a look at it at least once a year.
And in case you are curious, the S&P 500's average return over the past decade has come in really high at about 12.39%. That's beating the long-term historic average of 10.7% since the benchmark index was introduced 65 years ago. So the last decade has been a golden one.